Resident of Woodville.
Hello, hello.
I saw Graham Gibson before, looking very much like a man of leisure, and I'm sorry, I've forgotten your first name.
Josh.
And Josh to my right.
Yes.
We are ready to go, and this is not what we expected. We probably expected it to be the other way around, but Woodville sat in ninth, and Elizabeth sat in third after having played 2 games. Early kick-off and an early knock-on, and Tommy Price has had a word with his forwards and gets into the scrummaging very, very early on. But this is certainly, it's an interesting conversation to have, Greg, in that we would suggest today that Woodville are the underdogs.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we didn't obviously see last week's game, Elizabeth v Burnside, but the fact that they put a fair score on them is credit to them. So the boys are fired up, looking forward to getting into it and seeing where we sit.
And Josh?
Yes.
It's a little bit after the Lord Mayor's Parade, possibly for you guys, beating former grand finalists and table toppers and premiers just 2 short years ago and knocking them off last week.
Yeah, it was a great win. Definitely the club enjoyed the day and the night. But Woodville are always tough, so you got to regroup and treat this game as it is. It's always going to be a tough battle against Woodville, so not taking it lightly, that's for sure.
Well, these are the battles, aren't they? I mean, we don't know whether we're going to get anybody into that top 4, which we've talked about, but certainly Elizabeth are in there at the moment. But these are the games that they're the important ones, the mid-pack ones. And our referee today, Tristan, gives the first penalty of the day, standing up. It's going to be a big day in the front row, isn't it, for both of these sides?
Absolutely.
It's a warm day, so it'll be hard work out there.
What are we saying? 27 degrees, it says at the moment, but it is windy. And it's a blustery, warm wind. So the place kickers and the people kicking out of hand today are going to have the work cut out for them. Nice to see the surface is starting to come back after your pesticide attack a couple of years ago.
Always a bit of fun, but no, the pitch holds up really well.
The insistence on managers of giving me just first names at the moment.
We can do it. We can do it casual.
I mean, it is casual.
It's local rugby. How good is it?
Whiten will put the ball to boot and try and find touch, which he does. He's been very, very impressive the last couple of years, Lewis Whiten. Yes. Every time seems to come out and play when the cameras are there.
Yep. He had a great game last week. He was, I think, he was our best on last week, so against Burnside. So he's up there with, he can prove himself against the best sides. And last year, he's our best and fairest award winner. So he's been having a great couple of years, you're right.
Cries of not straight from behind us, and they're going to go. And as per usual, they'll send Cargi into the middle. God, he's great fun, that big, I'm assuming Fijian. I wouldn't want him assuming, but I'm assuming Fijian. And I think there's going to be a lot of big runners. Just looking down the team list, there is a definite Pacific Island feel to today.
Very willing up tight, very willing. Especially while they're still fresh and it's not too hot yet.
I think last time I was here, because I think you had to stand in for me, I think. I was ill or working or something, but I think the last time I was here, they moved Big Max into the centres. I think he ran at 12, and the smile on his face when they moved him there spoke volumes.
Like every forward, thinks he's a misunderstood back. Bless him. But no, it is good. The boys definitely walk taller when he's on the field because he's got space and he's got size. He can cause a bit of mayhem. So,
but looking at that, the midfield for Elizabeth as well, and it's interesting that Whiten has moved out to that 13 role.
The flankers there, I think it's
the big boys are in that midfield. I like it. They know you're going to get Max, so
that's it.
Nice outside run. Now they're away. Gatehouse trying to find a way through. Elusive runner as usual. Gatehouse finally brought down. Good offload.
Young Sammy, one of our under-18s from last year.
And that's all we got him is Sammy
Bauer.
And again, they will go out onto that far side. They're doing well, and they're finally making some yards. That was Leflang. Or Lee Flang.
Leflang, Henry. Another one of the under-18s from last year, which is great to see these boys going out, playing first grade and getting amongst it.
The youth system of Woodville is One that most clubs, I think, would be jealous of.
It's still plenty early days, and there's a lot of work to be done. But it's great to see. You start to see those little fruits, those little buds come through.
They're away again, and again, Whiten will just play the possession game and the territory game. Another good kick.
Well done.
Silky player, Lewis Whiten.
Yeah, a bit of relief there for the forwards. It's good.
Yeah, you love that as a forward on a hot day, don't you? Just trot up halfway.
Well, they got us all excited last time because they had Max in the 12 channel, and then they'd lined up 3 big boys in that 10-12 channel and moved Whiten all the way, and then they missed him out, which was annoying. So hopefully we get it this time. Adcock has to move. Now he does give it to Cargie. Brought down at first attempt. Thrown out of the back, and they're trying to get away. Vuarta trying to find a way through. There's going to be no compromises today, and in and around that breakdown, I think.
Penalties hurting us.
Yeah, and I think it could get quite spiky. Both of these teams known for having a slightly shorter than normal tempo. Is that fair, Greg?
Oh, look, there's things that go on occasionally.
A couple of flare-ups in the B grade.
Yeah, exactly
I did see one just as I arrived. There was one in the B grade.
It's all in good nature, though.
That being said, there's a couple of important outs. Young Mr. Connor is out. Jack Connor is out. And
yes.
Lewis Adcock is out.
Yes.
For shoulder and knee, respectively. Jack Connor is done for the year.
Yes, sadly.
Missed everybody.
Bit of time still, though.
But to be fair on the boys, like last week, I mean, we got done, but in terms of the discipline was really good. So
bouncing ball towards Parry. Has to step back inside. Met by Nakuto. Then Adcock will look. Carries to the line again. Gatehouse tries to find a way through. Can't find a way through. He's on his own. Whiten.
Well done.
Fly-offs. Love that. The jackal from the first 5-8.
No one back if they use that field. Still no one back.
Oof.
Yeah, he's not going to let that one go. I adore Ryan Gatehouse as a follower, but he can tend to run himself into blind alleys at times.
Yeah.
Devastating open field rugby player.
It's just a matter of the boys should know he's always good to beat 1-2. Get with him, support him, secure that pill.
Yeah, I think, if you're looking for a pass from him, it ain't coming. Just get up his backside and help him out.
Exactly right.
It's probably what we would expect from two teams that have come closer together over the last couple of years. It's just jabbing and finding their range at the moment.
Yeah, last year there was a few blowouts against Woodville, but before that, it would be very tight contest.
Certainly come back. Here is Cargie again. Well, he's decided to kick. Well, that's very disappointing.
A lot of boys walking still out there.
Well, it is. I was sweating just walking around the pitch, trying to find somebody. Tico Dua trying to find some work in midfield. The big fella, Prokopek.
Good run.
Is he an import from?
Tom Prokopek played juniors for our club, but he's sort of got him busy and other things. But now he's come back this year.
Recognise the name.
Tom Prokopek, very talented footballing family.
Campagna.
Did he have to give it a week or two because he ate the opposition? He's a big boy, isn't he? Jeez.
Tico Dua trying to find a way through.
He's actually a champion.
That one didn't quite work.
Weightlifter.
Good pick up, Whiten trying to find a way through again.
It's like a road
They'll come this near side again, and the Woodville defenders know they've been in a game tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I think they might be finding themselves wandering down to the beach tomorrow morning, and now they get it away out the back. Suggestion of forward, it's not given.
Elijah, well done.
He goes and puts it down. He's going to ask the question.
Looks good.
There it is. There's the forward. They let it go and then came back.
Unlucky.
They did look forward from our angle, and I know angles can be deceptive, but if you use the 22 as a guideline, it's forward.
Yep. Look good, though.
Really good. Moaga scores the first try, only to have it chalked off.
He scored our first try last week, actually. He's got the ball rolling.
And I tell you what, from the very early moments, Greg, you can see why you're going to cause some teams some problem. It's hard-nosed and uncompromising up front.
Absolutely.
And then there's some pace and skill out the back if you can keep this side together. And you were saying you had a couple out as well, Josh.
Yeah, there's a few injured, so that's not our full strength, but we're missing a couple, so it's good signs.
Oh, tell you what, I'm getting close to jumping on that Elizabeth bandwagon.
Just remember where you are, mate. All right? It's a long walk.
Oh, there's no one listening. Not found touch from Adcock. Good hands from Scully. Counter attack to be built. Straightens. Has Whiten with him.
Clean out.
Good clean out from the young man as well. Nakuto trying to find a way through. Peters couldn't quite beat the clean out. Tico Dua has it stripped. Kagi.
Here we go.
There he just runs straight at Campagna. Needs the help of two to finish it off. Vuata trying desperately to take control.
Down the throat,
and another kick down the throat. Good defence over there.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's stolen by Parry. Parry will just put it on the boot. It's a foot race now. And
I wouldn't back him to win a foot race.
Hebard is first there again. I tell you what, Paul Hebard, we'll talk about him when we get a chance. I have been none but impressed with him in every single game that I've seen him. But Elizabeth again, get the ball. Will they just try and get out of there? Yes, they do. The exit play will find Gatehouse.
Is he going to ever...
No, we're all stopping. Are we? No. Stop and start again.
Watching him run.
Gatehouse will go. Gets an offload to Parry. Parry just lets it go. Vuata will shake away. Oh, that's cynical from Nakuto, and I think he's got away with it. Peters met hard.
He's a good tackler.
Right, Tico Dua driven backwards. Ball is out. Tico Dua is getting his name called a lot, which is disappointing somewhat.
I think his first name's Josh. Or Josh yeah.
Oh, Ed, poetry in
There's
slow motion.
lots of Elizabeth numbers out here, and Kagi can't get away from them.
Chance for a counter here. There's no one
Gonna
back.
try and hold him up. He can't hold him up. There's plenty of Elizabeth support.
There's a chance in the deep, boys.
Oh, bounces towards Campagna.
Oh, we'll take the first knock on. Tell you what, it's willing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you start, there's your poetry in slow motion, pointed to absolutely nobody, and nobody bought it. It was a big ask. I think it was 2 Woodville players against 4 Elizabeth defenders out here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an Elizabeth scrum. Much better counter-attack by Gatehouse.
Absolutely. When
Couldn't find a way through.
he goes.
Yep. And I think you have to accept that from him. And I don't blame him. I think the players who work around him have to know what he's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You know your players' strengths and weaknesses, and they're not going to kick. They're not going to do this. Just get behind.
Don't expect the Don't expect the pass. Go and support.
Yeah.
Which Paul Hebard does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without ever being asked.
Yeah.
Runs himself into the ground. Just trying to have a look. It is Tommy Price versus Prokopek, so that's going to be a massive battle.
That's a good battle.
Because
height, Tom.
I don't think Tommy's quite used to being the smaller of the two.
That is true.
So he's going to have to rely on technique a bit more than brute power today. Yeah. I know he listens to my feedback, and he loves a 5'8" talking about props.
He's got the technique though, so it will be interesting.
That's what I'm saying. But
he's got
it's probably the first time in a long time he's had to just rely on technique.
Yeah.
You see him turning shoulders and standing Prokopek up.
That's it.
But Elizabeth again, steady and possession rugby.
Not rolling away. Got away with it.
Tico Dua again. Missed out the back to Whiten. Whiten trying to find a way through. Gets the offload away. Now they've got a little bit of space. Awful pass.
It's unfortunate there.
That's Leah.
Says you.
He's allowed to say it's unfortunate. For you, it is a little bit of a,
Yeah, no. You take them when you can get them, don't you?
But I think as well, defensively, we've got a good man at the back in Gatehouse.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't that bad a pass. We've sold Lear up the river. That was Woodland. Spent it before he had it.
Yeah. I mean, with the new head coach and Stefan coming on board this year, the big defensive mindset, defensive structure has been a big part of it. So he'll be happy that the scrambling defence has been up to the task so far.
You know, we've got Vawata there in the half-back position. Vawata's a big name for our club as well. They're sort of spread between the two at the moment. It's good to see. Very talented family.
Absolutely.
The Vawata family.
Gatehouse again. Now he's got a little bit of room.
Inside.
Yeah, oh, there it is. A nice little show and go.
That's very lucky.
But that's fine. It's good. It's great.
It's not a show. He didn't show.
Great territory. I think you're getting a bit of nepotistic love. There's not a huge amount, but I think you're getting a bit of nepotistic love off Ryan Babcock.
Oh, Fish.
Baddock.
Cousin, he's up at Toowoomba. Watching from Toowoomba. Brooksy, he's up in Darwin. He normally is in our front row, so we're missing him today.
Well, maybe because they're watching. We've got a very sort of North Queensland, Northern Territory kind of day today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Higham at the front.
Jason, you've got a nosebleed up there.
Price just decides to lie on him and have a rest.
A little chat.
Just that. Mowaga will try and find a way through, and then Whiten again.
Space back there.
There is. They've played to Seagulls. Gatehouse lets it bounce a couple of times. Will get it. The counter-attack will come. He will. I don't think there's much.
Well done. That's a knock.
And then a little offload off the floor, and it's all messy again. Gatehouse puts the ball to boot. He's managed to find Seagulls, but only just.
Defensive line is what it should be.
Woodland trying to find a way through. Loses his footing. The sniper got him. Offload off the ground.
If you want to know why forwards hate backs, it's that sort of stuff. Good God.
I have to be honest. Every time I see something that's a little bit borderline whether you can do it, you'll see here after the offload, as he offloads this off the floor and it goes missing. As Gatehouse tries to pick it up, there's a big forward who comes in and just knocks it to the floor. And then anytime I see something like that, I look for the boots. And if they're the bright blue boots, we know it's Higham.
So you've been missing, Dave. Where have you been?
Working, I am afraid, unless somebody wants to pay me to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 again. I'm on shift.
Okay.
So I've actually taken an annual leave day to be here today.
Good on you. Couldn't pick a better day for it.
Actually, I wouldn't have been here. So I am going to struggle to get out. So if you are listening to this and you fancy doing what I do, then get in touch with Rugby Union in South Australia. They could always use you.
Sure, you set up an OnlyFans page or something, mate. We can make some money that way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's come off the post, so it's live. Tika Dua. We'll send it to this near side. And again, they're going to try and find a way. Oh, it's intercepted. One to beat. The one is Whiten, and he does well. Looks for the offload again. If they've caught Campagna, he should, I would say,
if nothing,
sit down for 10. He should.
Oof.
Lifeline to Campagna. And I'm sure that Mr. Higham, when he sees this, will say, we do not want to be offloading in the shadow of our own goalposts.
No.
This here, he's just
saved by the bell.
saved by the edit. But Campagna should be sat in the naughty chair for mine, Josh.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that.
Wow.
Can't even keep a straight face while you're
taking a leaf out of Boris Johnson's book.
Yeah.
Let's see whether we get it this time.
Good
the tackle from Whiten's really good. You have to watch it now, Josh. There it is, the little knock on.
Okay.
And he's gone for the ball, so he's very, very lucky.
Anyone watching Ryan here, I reckon?
Ryan coming blind.
Ryan Gatehouse, I reckon. Inside,
8, 9, 15 would work.
12 coming inside line, pull pass, Ryan to the outside.
Even if you take the 14 across to the open. No, they're just going to go to the open side. Just going to run the outside line, make the 2-on-1, and in they go.
No.
Applause from the Woodville president.
Sammy Bauer.
Sammy Bauer will get the first points. And you have to say It's against the run of play, Greg.
Oh,
A little bit.
Yeah, a little. Okay, I'll wear
You'll
a
go
little
a little bit?
I'll wear a little bit. I'll wear a little bit.
Certainly, Elizabeth have looked the far more composed side
Yeah, I see.
in the opening
Let's
20.
not go there. It's early in the day. Let's not go far.
Hey,
more.
it's my job to. It's like I've got to be hyperbolic.
Yeah, no, okay, fair enough. That was an 80-metre try. Then I'll do that. Let's go there.
It's a very, very good try.
No, well, look, it was well executed, and I think if we've learned anything, it's you got to take your chances when you get them. Lizzie did have their opportunities earlier on there. Woodies go down there, make hay.
There was some research done, and it was done by the Scottish Rugby Union, and I think it was after the World Cup that England won. And that one just won't make it.
Wasn't a bad
Had
kick,
the
though.
legs,
Yeah,
just
it did.
didn't have the direction. I think it was done by Scotland after the World Cup that England won. They worked out that you will get 3 clear-cut try-scoring chances,
Yeah.
regardless of who you are.
Yeah, right.
You will get at least 3 clear-cut try-scoring chances. And what they found was Scotland were burning 60% of them.
Yeah, right.
That was a very clear-cut try-scoring chance.
Absolutely, you got to take
And
them.
they didn't burn it.
No,
So,
absolutely. And we've suffered. I mean, even when the boys played Brighton, we got pumped. There's no two ways about it. But early on in that game, we had them on the back foot, and we were looking good. They didn't take the chances. Brighton did, and then it was a procession from there. So the boys know the lessons.
so Whiten will drive that one down.
Russell will love
Boata
it. He'll go.
takes on Whiten, the offload.
And
Oh!
again, intercept.
And the intercept pass.
Well done.
And Mawaga, and this time,
He's getting known for that. He has scored 2 intercept tries, I think, last week. Well, definitely one that sort of secured the game win for us. So, yeah, he's getting known for that.
good try. Bit of a Streisand effect going on, but Adcock didn't see him.
Sniping there, well done. Perfect.
Hiding away. But it's a little bit of, I know now. It was a little bit of Streisand effect, I have to say, as Moaga will go over and score. I was like, why has he got tape on his shorts? What's covered over? I've worked it out now based on the back. Answers on a postcard. But the try celebrations, especially the weeks that I've been here, they're starting to get a bit imaginative. He was wiping something off the ball. I don't know what it was.
I think they know they're on the live stream, so put on a bit of a show.
And then there was a little bit of afters after it as well. There's a bit of a TikTok dance, I think.
I'm far too old to know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just pretending. Well, it goes over.
Good.
7 points to 5 on the Wojtek scoreboard.
So Tom Prokopek is off now.
Is it rotation at A grade? It is, isn't it? He can come back. Are they going to
Yeah,
spell
they
him, do you
can,
think?
But there's a set number.
Yeah, I get that, but
Yeah.
are they going to spell him?
Oh, in
There
juniors
is-
now they don't. That's all.
There's Kia. The Kia Stonic, thanks to Morn Team Kia up at Port Adelaide. That's the raffle prize for this year. Speaking of raffles as well, we've got the $1,000. It'll be drawn at half time. So as quick as that, we're back to, almost parity.
Yeah.
Elizabeth just with the conversion, the difference.
What's happening here?
Just discussing
Waiting for
something.
a player to come back on.
I'm waiting for Elizabeth to make the change.
Yeah,
No rush, mate.
that's generous. Thank you.
High hanging kick. Underneath it was Mawaga. Out the back to Whiten, and then he will clear, which is becoming...
Maxi.
Oh, now there's a counter-attack. He
That
has to let it
bounce,
bounce. The
Yeah,
bounce
good
works
meters
well
there. Wow.
for Elizabeth and gets an applause.
That was there to get.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, and I tell you what, there was a look in his eyes as that ball was coming down from the wonderfully blue skies here on this Saturday afternoon. He was excited about that.
Oh, I was excited, and then he didn't catch it. Then I was much less excited.
Good line out from Elizabeth. The flag stays up. Well, going to play on. There goes Cargie through the middle. Now they've got to go, which they do. Peters, I think, manages to shake through one tackle. Good tackle. Campagna doesn't beat the clean out. Then the counter came through and another handling error. There's been a couple of handling errors today. And a
bit sweaty maybe.
Well, that could be the only reason. There should be no reason for handling errors today.
Yeah, it should be expansive, wide rugby.
It does have a pre-season cup feel about it today with the weather.
The weather, isn't it?
So it's a decent position.
Big blind side. They want to have a crack.
Yeah, it's on the right side as well for the blind side. It's away from the scrum half, so good place to do it.
Hope there's just a quick ball at the scrum here with Tom Prokopek off. Might be a bit trickier on the front row there.
I can't read your writing.
Oh, sorry. Lemecki.
We'll go with Lemecki
yes.
for now.
There's a bit rushed, that writing.
He's another one I'll have to speak to about surnames. But Lemecki will take on Price now. And
he's done all right.
Well, as we say that, he stands up. Good hands in midfield from Moaga. Starting to have a day out is that young man. Oof. Good counter ruck. One-eyed commentary from our left. For the
penalty or quick tap.
Whiten will go. Quick hands to Woodland. Gets it away. Doesn't get it away. Yeah, even I bought the dummy, and Woodland will go under the posts.
Brilliant run there by Javon. He's actually been off injured, so this is his first game back, I believe, for the year. So, yeah, it's good to see him back. Straight into it.
And to paraphrase the... here we go. I thought he gave it. Yeah, he didn't even show it. I don't know what I thought. But to quote, well, to paraphrase the great Tom Landry, the American football coach, he looks like he's been there before. There's no messing around, was there? There's no wild celebrations from Woodland. He's been there before.
A long time taking this kick.
It's taken a while for his tee to come out. He has 60 seconds from when the tee gets there.
Ah, righto.
Within reason, obviously. You can't, mail it to him. Kick is good. 14 points on the Wojtek scoreboard as we approach half an hour gone. Watching Rugby Union on Spacequake Sports, the only place you can watch local league sport that is not behind a subscription paywall.
That's good. So good to have this. We have a lot of our supporters, and I guess Woodville supporters, spread around Australia and overseas, so it's good that they can jump online and watch some rugby, support their teams.
Absolutely.
It's good for armchair.
And I think because it's an early kickoff, and I don't know whether I'm giving people ideas here, but because it's an early kickoff, we'll come back to that, is that one doesn't quite go the 10, but Hyam will play it. Has an absolute entourage of yellow and green shirts with him at the moment. It's slow coming out of there, but it will come. Little pick and go, looks for the offload, gets it. Another Moaga causing issues. Campagna runs straight into Cargie. Does well to get to ground. Now Hyam will have a look. Has a look for a little bit of space.
Good run.
Parry can't quite bring him down. Again, looking for the offload. Support is there. Now they're going to go open. Whiten sends it out to midfield. Moaga again. Accidental crossing. Didn't beat the clean out. They're away again. Suspicion of forward there. Inside to Woodland, and they'll go over again.
Brilliant. Kept the ball alive there.
He's going to talk. I think there's a forward pass in that one as well. There is.
No.
There it is.
All day, mate.
How does a man with head-to-toe compression gear get injured? Who's got head-to-toe compression gear? Are we missing somebody?
Well, Tom B hasn't got any compression gear. What are you on about, Fish?
It's a good try again and a good finish.
Yeah, doesn't count. It was even better.
See, this is why we went for two co-commentators.
No, absolutely.
There is absolutely no need for you to be impartial. Just enjoy.
Yeah, amen.
Well, I remember Craig playing for Elizabeth back in the day.
bloody
there.
oath,
Juniors
bloody oath,
and,
and seniors too.
seniors, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Straight back out the same tunnel. Somebody watching in Amsterdam. That's 7:20 in the morning.
Yeah, a leaky.
Just got home.
Jeez.
Hey?
Still going.
Yeah, exactly right.
Good chance he is still a leaky.
And he's in Amsterdam as well, so
He's right in the heart of it, in the near the district there.
obviously spring over there, so
Still cooler than here.
well, probably will be. Nice start,
good
the
run.
12 standing in the first receiver position. Now Adcock. He's going to have found a red, white and blue shirt again. Bauer.
Nice. Well done.
Well, that's a hopeful pass, but the flag had already gone off.
Good pressure by the Woodville player there.
Yeah.
Good chase.
Thankless task chasing those kicks a lot of the time. So when you get the opportunity to do it and make a positive outcome, it's always good, always encouraging.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see Adcock find a few more seagulls.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems to have a magnet on his foot for red, white and blue shirts at the moment. I'd like to see him find some green space. Good line out again. Sensible work from Woodville, and Parry will work down that near side. Questions about Campagna's contact. He wanted the penalty, gets the penalty and goes. There's no way he's 10.
No.
He's just going to let it work. And well, that's an interesting decision.
Should have been not 10, I think.
Well, I would have thought so. So he wants the penalty. Arm goes out. He knows the penalty's coming.
Yeah, this is before
So
the
he
quick tap.
knocks it forward, waits for it, has it interfered with, then goes. Who gets him?
Yeah, he's nowhere near 10, is he?
No.
No.
Look, he's a front rower. We let him have it. I'm down with that.
Yeah. Front rowers only should have to go 2.
Yeah, that's right. It should be a wait for age type thing. You know what I mean?
Like a handicap.
Handicap start. Exactly right.
Like the Bay Sheffield.
Yeah.
The wingers have to go back 20.
That's right. Amen. 40, 50.
Cargi.
Gets him right out of the way.
Cargi again. This midfield battle is going to be incredibly intriguing. Price. Parry again. Points to the open side, then goes blind and meets Hyam.
Advantage Woodville? Something? Is it?
And Peters has asked for it again, and Campagna's, I tell you what, somebody is supposed to be disciplined, the army boy.
Look, he's still a blood nut. You
Nice.
can't- You know what I
He
mean?
gets amongst it. He pushes the limits, Pete.
He's a fan
actually,
of pants. You can't.
I mean, this is a conspiracy theory, but do you think because it's so warm and hot, he's trying to get yellow carded? Go and spend some time in the shade.
He's literally blistering as we speak.
He's
It's a sunscreen break. I mean, he is wearing headgear, so you can't tell, but he is a certified redhead, card-carrying redhead.
He's proud. He's probably to ref the game today as well, Pete. He's good for our
So
club.
the arms out and the penalties there. I'm enjoying Josh Peters' ideas. He wants to get
No
going, and then
advantage, let's just play.
Campagna. I mean, even if the
Yeah.
ball is live, that's illegal.
Yeah.
Parry, much better continuity from Woodville. Adcock will try and find a way through. Good clean out again. Just didn't have a head of steam going, so they can't get away. Vawata tries to find a little bit of space, twists and turns. Can't get away from Woodland. Ball's at the back again. Adcock will step in. Peters trying to find a way through. Can't quite find one.
Both wingers on
We'll
this
go
near side.
again. Adcock stays there. Perry loops it over the top. And again, just a little bit flat-footed, and they're going to have to work again from there. Laflang just couldn't quite get there. Vawata into midfield. Again, the Elizabeth defence starting to... has held strong all day. Just fell off that tackle. Vawata again. Looks both ways. Parry! Oh, I thought he lost it forward, but that's a ball in the background.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Vawata.
Hasler.
Again, another good tackle from Whiten. Clean out is good enough. Vawata has a
He's
sniff.
by
Look
himself,
for some
though.
more.
Getting
They've
isolated,
got
Woodville.
people who can stand at the back all over the place, though. Peters.
We've got both their wingers on this near side here.
Elizabeth are under siege at the moment. That's the goal line there. And he gets his arm out.
Good leg drop.
Big Max Cargy. Not one of the most spectacular tries he's ever scored, but they all count the same. And that was just attrition, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It was, which was good. Like, sometimes you do just got to battle away. The defence of Lizzie has been solid the whole game. So you're not going to get those 60, 70, 80 metre tries. You have to work. And that's what they did there. And so
Someone's got a yellow. I did see it flashed. And young Mr. Moaga is sat on the naughty chair in front of us. No idea what for.
Post-try celebration, most likely.
It's just a delayed one.
That's right. They've gone to the TMO.
Finally got the message
exactly right.
Finally got the message to Tristan. Adcock will send it on its way. That looks better off the boot. Looks
Nice
really
play.
good off the boot. 2 points the difference. 35 minutes gone on the Wojtek scoreboard.
Man down here. It's going to be a test for Elizabeth.
And a man down in the midfield, and a man who has looked incredibly dangerous on the front foot. But I'm not sure what it's for. I just saw Tristan give the yellow card at the corner of my eye on one of the replays. So,
You ever thought about linking up the mics with the referees, or is it?
we have at times.
Yeah.
It's not. Sometimes the quality is not brilliant, and
Yep.
also telling 30 rugby players that they are being broadcast live and
Yeah.
to watch what they're saying sometimes doesn't work.
No.
Whiten again will drive that one. And they're off again, and
Good tackling.
yeah, Tico do a doer, and again gets up and looks for number 2, and
Actually-
Adcock wants absolutely none of that. Forced him into the quick pass.
Smart man.
He didn't want a bar of it. So there's the first one. Quick ball,
He's
and
attacking.
Adcock will look up and see. Oh no!
I'd rather not.
I don't want that.
He's a machine. Great tackler.
It was unlucky because the pass was on.
I thought Phil was here. Have I not seen Phil today? Is he here?
Phil's up. Old man, he's up at the river.
Oh, okay. I thought he was here. I
Probably
thought I'd
watching the
seen him.
live stream.
He is. He's just commented.
There we go.
I think he's the only person watching the live stream who's allowed to complain about referees, isn't he?
Yeah.
Messi. Oh, he's got Tommy for standing up. He's not going to like that.
Yeah, Tommy's not sure about it either. Tommy doesn't stand up for anyone.
Did you have a shot? 2 points.
Man down.
I think our clock started a little bit late, and of course we've got time added on. So I think there's plenty of time.
Yep.
Certainly wouldn't, rush into points. But mate. I mean, look, I've been here like 8 years now. I'm longer than 8 years. I've been in Australia since 2007. So just a little bit of the summer hemisphere is rubbing off on me somewhat. But
Yeah.
I still believe the points win premierships.
Yep.
And when you can kick them, kick them.
Oh, short one.
Free
far.
kick.
That's Jason's call. He did that.
Jason is one of the characters that, regardless of what he does, because he's got his head above the parapet, he's always going to get a little bit of tongue. He's always going to get a gentle ribbing, isn't he?
That's right. Absolutely. Well, mate, you go out there in an under 12 shirt playing seniors, you deserve it, I reckon.
Very tight.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Don't hit the stomach. Someone's going to drive away with that. He's got better at not arguing as Mr. Hyam, but certainly the facial expressions suggested that he didn't agree. Banker ball again. Off the top they go. Whiten. Inside, just inside line. And they're quick again. Now what's he like? Going forward. He's as powerful. He's still going. Can he get there? Not quite.
Get it back
How's
now.
the support? How's the numbers? How quickly can they get it away? Lazy runner coming back. Whiten stopped just short. They don't seem to have numbers anywhere. Well, he's done well. He's been allowed to run a long way. And we'll finish.
Oh, maybe not over.
I've got him finishing.
Yeah.
Unless I've missed something, I've got him landing on the line.
The assistant referees are getting involved.
There it is.
Oh, come on.
Called it early.
Good eyes.
Geez, they let him run a long way sideways.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a good run.
I think they actually.
I mean, normally when we suggest
have a guy in the bin, that lazy runner.
there is I don't know who it is, but there's a lazy runner who saves a try.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Let's see whether we can pick it up.
Oh no.
No, we just skip that bit.
Perfect. Another good edit. No controversy. That's what we like.
Well, this is we talked about it being a heavyweight fight, and it's turned into a Rocky fight. They're just throwing haymakers at each other at the moment. Driven and across the front.
Not quite.
And that is half time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth will go into the break. Here we see the lazy runner. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Carl.
Dave, have you ever thought about doing like a half-time interview or something like that?
We have, but our camera operators need a break. And
okay.
speaking of, we will go to a break and we'll be back
Yes.
with the raffle and then we'll have another break. But thank you very much. Elizabeth are leading this one at half time. We will be back with you for the draw very shortly. So, welcome to the raffle. We are about ready to go. Nick Seon, thank you very much for this. I didn't realise we were doing this every week. Giving out $1,000 a week, that's pretty generous. So, we know we've had David Muggleton win it once, and then we'll go from there. So, just draw one out for me, and then we'll read it out, and we'll get going. Thank you very much. Leonie Nisa has won $1,000 this week. She's from Enfield, so congratulations, Leonie. That will get sorted out for you. We will, and I think David got his on the Monday. So plan to go out on Wednesday night. You'll be there. Thank you very much again for your wonderful assistance to the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with half number 2. So welcome back to Glen Eagles Reserve. Again, the only place you can watch live local sport that is not behind a subscription paywall. Elizabeth are leading this one, 19 points to 12. It's just the converted try in it, and you'll excuse me, Greg's not quite here, but it's not quite the game I was expecting based on years past, Josh, but I've been very impressed with Elizabeth. This is a real mid-table clash.
Yeah, I kind of thought there might be a few more tries on the board by now. By both teams, a bit sort of more expansive game, but it's tight, so it's game on the second half. Elizabeth facing into the sun, so not sure if that'll.
The last time I was out, I had a chat with Andy Fenton. We'll get to that in a bit, and that one just beats the hand, and they're away again. And Parry does well to sort of hold his run and wait for support, and support will get there. Adcock to Price.
Oh,
he loves playing that second receiver. Suggestion of a knock on, but we're going to play on. That's what we like. We like rugby, not scrums.
Unless you're Tom Price.
Oh, they're away.
No.
Jason is appealing something there.
He's always appealing for something. Doesn't want to run. But yeah, I was talking to Andy Fenton, and I used the word structure, and he shut me down quite quickly. And I don't mind being shut down, as that one did go forward, but we just played on. He talked about patterns rather than structure, because structure suggests structure, which we don't want to see. But so in that mode, I've been very impressed with the patterns that Elizabeth are playing. Set piece doesn't work for them though, and they're away, and he just loses that one. Bit of a loose carry.
Jason's been working real hard throughout the club for the last 4 or 5 years with structure, and he's brought so much in towards like game plan and tactics. So it might not seem like it, but there is structure there for us. And just this year we're piecing it together a bit.
You can definitely see it. There's definitely sort of disciplined exit play from within their own 22, with the exception of the offload off the floor, which led to the Woodville try. Set pieces have been interesting, both sides changing what they're doing at the lineup.
To Woodville.
Chance here.
There you go. Tommy will be happy now. I didn't see a signal. Did you get a signal?
No, I think it was an early.
An early push.
Early push or early.
Oh, they've called for the scrum again. Tommy's not had enough.
This is where our boys like to attack, off the scrum. 22.
Well, and
again, look for Gatehouse at back.
another observation is normally when we see these games, especially with the junior clubs that we'll call them as such, not that Woodville have been around since the inception of rugby union in South Australia, but
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
I'll let it pass.
Thanks. Both sides have been playing good rugby.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. Our boys.
We're used to seeing sorts of just
harem, scare him.
Yeah, but they're away at Cargie. You're not going to stop him from there with that amount of head of steam.
Too much space.
That's about as simple as it gets for the big Fijian.
Pattern schmattens, mate. Run hard. It's not overcomplicated, eh? Take this at that.
That's a pattern. It's just a simple one.
Skadoosh.
It's the first time that Whiten has really backed out of a tackle at their first 5 position.
And he wouldn't be the first bloke to back away.
Oh, God, no. I mean, I'd be looking to move to the wing.
Yeah.
I would not want to borrow that.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting on flanker if I was,
I'd be down at
playing
Lockleys Hotel playing
5.
footy or something. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Max running like that. Better you than me.
Mad Max, I like it. The Thunder Road bearing down on you. Well, with this kick, it will go to even.
Oh, well, that's that. You just put the mopper on him.
Oh, well, you didn't have to say that. I mean,
I had to reverse it. That's how it works.
Oh, you're trying to reverse it?
Yeah.
I've seen these missed. How about that?
That's better. Good. He's no chance. Couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo.
There he goes. There was no way he was missing it.
Of course not.
No way he was going to miss it.
It's great that you guys get out to all the teams, support all the SA Rugby, because even though, like we say, sometimes our clubs are a little bit scrappy and maybe not as polished as some teams, there are some brilliant players out here still
But
for Woodville and
the point I'm
Elizabeth.
making, Josh, is this isn't scrappy.
No, well, not today.
No,
but even other years,
this is the point I'm making.
There's some
It's
brilliant
not
players,
scrappy. I'm really enjoying it.
Yep.
Also, don't mind what Mark Carew said.
Yes.
Pre-record the halftime interviews, but I don't know how they're going to talk about what just happened
You're
before
going to
the game.
record
I mean,
tactics maybe for the game ahead, or you could.
you just got to storyboard it, right?
Yeah.
Do one where Elizabeth's flogging someone. Do one where Woody's and just play the relevant.
right, okay, this one is for when you're in front.
That's right. That's right.
This one is close.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I
Paulie
mean,
Hibbard.
we'd need to be here 4 hours before kickoff to cover every eventuality. Adcock, and again,
he finds a man.
oh, he's just gone over him, but the bounce will sit up, and they're away again, past the first defender. Looks inside, goes inside to Moaga. Moaga fires it inside again, kind of hopefully, more than anything else. Gatehouse gets man and ball. Ball comes back, though.
No one at the back for
Full
Elizabeth.
back. No, there we go.
Peter's thought about it. Parry, sat back in the pocket, is Adcock. And happy to just get rid.
He has got to find grass, doesn't he?
The problem is that
But
what, a 40-metre kick was turned into a 10-metre kick, essentially.
Yep.
It's a little bit too slow getting the ball back to him. It was on, but just a bit too slow. This looked a bit forward, this one.
I mean, you get that coming backwards out of the hands, but I don't know who it's to. Mr. Moaga.
Good to have him back on the field. People were a bit unsure about the yellow still, I noticed from the sidelines at half-time. They were sort of questioning me as to why the yellow.
They can be unsure, but it was definitely deserved.
It was there all day, Craig, wasn't it? All day.
Not straight, and another scrum, and I think we've got most of the 24 hours covered here. We've got Alicia Hall. Oh, sorry, not Alicia. Is that Aricia? Erica? I don't know. Erica?
From
Is
Canada.
that a Gaelic spelling of Erica?
Yes.
11:46 in Canada. So she's going to be watching from the future in a minute. She'll be watching it on Sunday. Wonderful to have you with us.
Maxie again.
Oh, he's got his blood up now.
Oh.
This time he didn't quite get there. A penalty? Hands on the floor.
Big knee in the cheap seat's gone absolutely
I
wild.
know, right?
Someone calm that man down.
Do you know what?
Give him a Valium.
I tell you, every time
Come
we
on,
do
Victor.
every time we do a
You
live
come from my
stream,
first A grade try ever, I remember. Yeah, I'm talking to
every
you.
time we do a live stream with Elizabeth, they manage to congregate around our effects mic and just add their own flavour to it.
Fair play to him too.
So here it is. No, it's gone back. The only thing I can imagine is that
Yeah, didn't allow much in it.
playing it on the floor, which I don't know.
It's a strange call.
Oh, so she's watching it from the past. She hasn't even made Saturday
I was
yet.
going to say it's the other way around, isn't it? I didn't want to call you out on it, but yeah. Because they cross the date line, they go back from over that way.
There you go. She hasn't even made it to Saturday yet.
Oh.
Just taking the sting out of it a little bit. Boata will send it to Adcock, then into midfield. Nice wrap around to Gatehouse. Gatehouse got man and ball again, but he's a nugget, is that young man? Another little pick and go.
Working
Into
up the field again.
Yeah, they're just happy to move left to right. Now they'll just head down, bum up, and take a couple of Elizabeth players with them. Tommy Price introducing himself to Jason Himes' rib cage. Adcock, early ball to Cargie. Cargie will get rid of the first one, almost gets the offload away. It's going to come back something in midfield, I think.
That's what Maxie does well. He does attract attention.
Oh, yes. And just to, it's almost a compliment to Woodville at this point, but I just had to have a look around to see whether Tico Duadua was back on, because he's been very, very quiet in the opening moments of this second half. He is out there, Josh, don't worry.
It's all relative to the cracking first half he had, though.
Well, that's true, but yeah, it's certainly a conversation worth having. If you ever scrum to Woodville in that position again, do you move Lewis White and then put Tika do a
Yeah.
Oh, Whiten! Oh! Free kick.
He was
Dear Lord.
He was on the flank.
He spent it before he had it. Got away with one there. He's driven that one. It's not gone out, and it's going to find the dangerous hands of Gatehouse. He's going to look for a cross-field kick. I don't think Sammy Bauer's onside, so he's
done well.
Come back.
Oh,
that's a silly one, Gatehouse. Oh.
Good pickup.
All
day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but it's right.
Didn't retreat.
Like accountants, 100% right, 100% useless. That's terrible.
Oh.
Sammy.
Technically correct.
Technically, no, absolutely.
The best kind of correct.
I joke because I love. It's all good.
Hopefully Lewis can find some touch here this
I
time.
tell you what, he does.
I think. Really?
I was only kidding, man. Relax. Be cool.
But someone needs to get their arm around Lewis at the moment, because there's been a couple of handling errors and a little bit of panic at the back. He never, ever, ever. This pass here should not have been given. Just wait for him to come behind you. Line out in front of us. It doesn't look straight.
No, they got away. No, they haven't got away.
And that's that problem, because just starting to feel that wind that's coming left to right now, I think.
Yeah, definitely. No, Woodies are running with the wind in the second half.
Phil Badcock confirming what we all know: he must retire. Even though he may not have been involved in the play, he can't go.
No, I know, Phil.
And the ref awarded it, so
yeah.
There you go, Dad.
He's just clarifying, I think. Do we agree with the law?
Oh, look, that's there.
Not
is the question,
necessarily. I mean, he not interfering with play.
And that's
play
wrong
on.
with it, but
Play on.
I guess if you don't make the.
I mean, I suppose
from the back again.
Cardi again is going to run down.
Too much space.
That short alley, and this time they've dealt with him.
He's done well to place that back.
Boata into midfield. Whiten this time stands up and is counted. Got to work on the floor to get it right the way. And Jason, you were about third man in, son. You can't.
Screaming for it on that far side. Sammy went from one side to the other, wanted that ball out of there.
Yeah.
So I think
shot.
Yes. The way he's kicking, yes.
With that wind, you would definitely.
Yeah, and the assistant referees are on the way round to the back. He certainly wasn't first man in with Mr. Hyam. I think he was about fourth.
Yeah.
He's taking it back a little bit just to give himself, taking it to a yardage he likes.
He's got the leg.
He kicks very well. He's been a player that I've enjoyed watching mature over the last couple of years. Grown into himself.
And he's only 22 or something like that.
Yeah,
22, 23.
Still got a long time to go. I think one makes its way in high and handsome and into the playground. But I think we've talked before about Woodville, and Woodville is a team of family dynasties, and the Duffs and the Connors, and obviously his older brother playing and is injured at the moment. I do feel there's a lot less pressure on him when Lewis isn't playing. I feel that in his own mind he plays second fiddle to his brother. In his own mind, and it's something that I'd like to see him grow out of. And I think when Lewis isn't there, then he comes out of that.
Okay.
I do love how your dad is refereeing remotely.
Yeah.
White, and again, this time he drives it, trying to find a gap, doesn't find a gap.
There he is.
There he is.
Tackle.
Jolly. And out the back, and Adcock this time. Looking for touch, gets
this time.
touch.
Good kick.
Much
There we go, that's a
better
better leg.
kick from Adcock.
I think part of the kicking has been, Elizabeth's back play. The back three have been really well positioned. Just caught out a little bit there with the extra wind, maybe pushing an extra metre on the kick.
Well, the other thing to note as well is look where the shadows are pointing. That's right in the eyes of who would be receiving over there.
The assistant referee telling the Woodville players to move up, not move back.
We want to stand here.
Yeah. Oh, knock on. Is it not straight?
I think so. The wind's starting
Yeah,
to play
not
havoc with
straight.
both line outfits with it.
It's a weird wind. When I got here, it was going right to left as you look at it. It's now going left to right. No advantage from that one. I think Mr. Mondo would have liked it if he was allowed to run away, but didn't quite get hold of it. So well, this will be a good angle to see Mr. Price take on. Who do we say? Lemecki.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Ned's socks out of there.
That's what we
I
had in
think-
our club rooms. I don't think there's many Elizabeth socks in
Right.
stock right
Okay.
now. And
So
they're
it's
trouble.
not.
No.
It's not a collaboration.
No. Ned's obviously joined up with us years
For
ago.
juniors, I think,
Yeah,
wasn't
and
it? They're away again, and Gatehouse. Now they can make it 2-on-1. Can he make it stick? We'll find Bauer. Good coming across. Bauer does well to step inside. Gets a good offload. Gets it to Gatehouse. Gatehouse, can he finish? He doesn't have to.
That's a good try.
It goes inside, and Woodville will get another try.
That is some quality back play from the boys there.
It is. I thought we were going to see a Superman finish from Gatehouse, but he managed to get that ball inside, and
Not
this time
one.
the support was there.
Not one, but two Ryan Gatehouse passes, if you don't mind.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying don't expect it.
No, that's what I mean.
It's like the Spanish Inquisition. I thought he was going to go for the corner, and
Oh, no look too, just for show.
yeah, just to get it inside, and try is good.
And Kyle, and the boys are rightfully excited. That was some good rugby, good fun.
I think he saw who was coming across and probably knew that he wasn't going to make it. It's a really interesting one as well, that, because if Gatehouse had kept the ball, I think that's a shoulder charge. So I think if he had kept the ball, it would have been a penalty try.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think it's really
No, he's
interesting.
missed.
Oh, there's that wind
No,
again.
Oh,
No,
that's
he's
a
missed
miss.
Yeah,
No, he missed it.
Assistant referee's a bit confused there. That's a miss.
that's that wind again. But yeah, I do find it interesting that tackle after the pass. So I'm going to look another look at the Stonic. I ended up buying last year's raffle prize, not
you?
the actual raffle prize, the same car.
Okay, good car.
It's a beautiful little
Yeah.
car. I don't know whether I can afford to do it every year though. So
So if you're listening, Montaigne,
yeah,
could do with a new
I'm
one.
working on being an ambassador. But it does interest me that this idea that after the pass and a try is scored, everyone seems to forget what's happened. I still think that there's a
well, it's a bit like that lazy runner.
yeah.
You know, in that first, like if he doesn't score, there's a good chance he gets.
Oh,
he
no.
gets
I
get
just
it.
didn't quite manage to bring it back in. And Woodville from here looking for an exit play. Whistle will save Gatehouse somewhat. A little knock on, so a scrum to Woodville.
Didn't Dave Zealand win the car last year?
He did, yes.
So did
Oh, so it was a Woodville.
No, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth President.
President.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
In the
President.
car. I think he almost cracked a smile doing it. It was unheard of.
The little red one.
Yeah.
Good car. As I said all last year, I do fit in it. I went and bought myself one. So Tommy's been stood up on the last couple that I've seen.
Yeah, it's
so
been interesting.
Lemecki certainly look. I mean, the AR on this side needs to start having a look at it, or Tristan needs to come round. Both of them misbehaving, as far as I can tell. And well, he's lost the undershirt. That tells you how warm it is. Woodland hoisted into midfield. It's allowed to bounce. He's done well, is Monda, and nice offload off the floor again, and then Moaga hits him hard.
And this is where I think people get frustrated. We had young Sam done for not retiring.
Oh, unlucky Jacob Parry.
Taking it back.
He's going a long way back. Oh, so you're saying the Woodville players were in front before the second kick. Is that the call here?
Not sure. There's a penalty.
No.
That's a long advantage.
Right.
They're standing up, so
Oh, there we go.
Right,
See, you've made the call, mate.
yeah. Yeah, Tristan needs to come round this side of the scrum.
There is some shenanigans going on in there.
Oh, there is. I think is that Lemecki in front of us now? It is, and he certainly looks like he would be wise in the ways of the dark arts.
Mischievous.
Yeah, he looks like he's got some experience. And yeah, I'll be interested to speak to Tommy after the match and see what his challenge was with it.
Been a good second half so far by Woodville.
Yeah, it has, and kind of, you know, they now have the ascendancy, certainly.
Oof.
Not straight from Parry. Can they go? They're away. Loops it over. Oh, just too far in front of Scully. And the Woodville crowd love it. So another line out. It's kind of descending into a set piece game of chess at the moment. I mean, it's good defence from the Woodville winger just to kind of put himself in the way and force that loopy pass.
Well, you got to make them pass. If you make them pass, they can make a mistake, right? That's what I tell our boys in the 18s. Make them do something.
How'd your 18s go, Craig? Did they play today?
Yeah, we played today. We went down. I can't remember what the final score was. We probably lost by 10, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, you give Brighton a 22-point head start, you're always going to be up against it. But they're building nicely. They're playing all right, and we're being a combined side. It's exciting. It's good fun.
Who are you combined with this year?
Elizabeth.
Oh, right, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, who says there aren't rivalries in local rugby union? Because you're paired with Elizabeth, and Port Adelaide, who are literally 5 minutes down the road,
That's right.
are paired with Souths.
Mate, yeah. we'd rather pair with Hezbollah, let me tell you.
Oh, it's a friendly rivalry.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And they'd say the same thing, and that's the fun of it, right? You know, but we'll all have a beer at the end of the day. She's all good.
Well, now they do.
Yeah.
Let's just see whether they behave on this one. Slightly better behaved. Has he found a jersey again? He has. Woodland sits underneath it, and they've got numbers here.
Link up.
Now they're away, and they've got a 2-on-1 here if he can use it.
Oh,
well done, Sam Bauer.
Should have offloaded there.
Done very well, Sammy Bauer.
Young Sammy is an absolute gun.
Gatehouse, he's going to look for space in Woodland.
Giving Giovanna
It's
work
gone
out
over
there.
the back. If it runs, he'll take the 22, you would think, but that kick is weighted absolutely perfectly from Gatehouse. Woodland will take on
risky.
Gatehouse, beats him,
Well done.
beats Adcock out the 22. Gatehouse did very, very well. Came around. Normally you'd see a penalty given there, but he's done very, very well. Moaga trying to find a way around the outside. Manages to shake out the tackle. Then takes away.
Good strength.
Gatehouse and a big don't argue. He's still going, Moaga. Wants all of it. Peters finally gets him.
He's off his feet.
Peters comes from the side. And there is a flag out. A flag out. Could see somebody sitting down. But now Elizabeth just happy to sit back and do what they've been doing all game. Whiten now with a little bit of time and space. He does find Seagulls. How's the bounce?
Coming
There's
back,
a
are we?
penalty?
Righto.
Kick or kick, I assume. I don't know what happened. But the flag is still out over here. He's desperate to speak to Tristan. That's really good from Sam Bauer. Coaches will always say go for the ball carrier.
Absolutely.
Can't quite see what that penalty is
a bump
for.
and interference on the way there.
Oh, I don't know. It's rugby.
Strange.
Wyson taps
Tap.
and goes. Oh, the other Moaga, not to be outdone, gets to his feet and
Well
goes
done.
again.
Still going. And
He's gone a third
he's doing it
time.
by the rule book. Well done.
It's laws. Don't let your dad hear you say. Don't let your dad hear you say rules.
A few extra metres of rules. Oh, no. Maybe a bit too far.
Yeah, he wanted too many bites of the cherry there.
Touchy's still got his. Has he?
Has he still got his flag out?
No, he hasn't.
I was going to say.
I'm like, whatever happened, he
persistent.
decided it wasn't
Oh.
that much.
Oh, no.
10 metres for chat.
Oh,
Who's he got? Jason?
That is
Will you
a
assume?
I'd imagine.
juicy
I don't think I
10
get good odds on that, would I?
too. No. That is a fair 10. That's a good 15 metres, I reckon.
It's a good kick.
That's a good
Yeah,
leg.
he's
Next
settled
minute.
into it. So is this one? This is the first one. Lets it go. Gets to his feet. Picks it up. That's one. He does it again here, I reckon.
I reckon the second one's the one that he gets done.
Oh, no. So
Isolated there.
it's the third one. He then
Yeah.
gets himself isolated because he keeps running away and won't give it to Josh. Yep, that penalty is there. God knows what Mr. Hyam was arguing about because it's clear cut. Here we go. Oh, it was nearly there. The halfback Dickinson had to make the tackle. Like a matador. Another penalty. What's that one for? Unknown voice again.
Oh, no.
Now
He's going to watch it. You're getting carded
I
soon.
don't know who it was.
we'll be going to blame Jason.
I know we're blaming Jason, but I don't think it was him that time.
Another shot. 12
You
points.
Well,
You'd
you
have to have
would
another
because
shot,
it
wouldn't you?
pushes the score out. See whether
where
he,
is it?
can we see anyone? He gave the signal. For talk. There's a lot of pointing, but I don't know who to.
He's heard something.
Certainly has heard something. Jason had his back to him, so. Anyway, I think I started saying, I've got a lot of people who will be playing in, or will be, playing around now, who were watching the first half, as that one goes over and takes them out to 30 points. So I'm not against the early kickoff.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. It's good to give the juniors a bit of spotlight as well.
I don't mind that, and a lot of clubs have lights now, so this idea that the 3:40 kickoff has to be there.
Yeah. Later games are always good, I think. Under lights even.
So it looks like he's pinging Jason for not rolling away.
There
He's
we go.
done
Look at
the
him. Come
yeah,
on,
he's
mate.
done that. Oh, I'm trying to get
The
out.
reverse turtle. Get up, son.
Does he say anything?
Yeah, he does.
Takes the ball off.
Takes the ball away.
But that's. Anyway, this time they get it.
I'm not mad. I'm
Oh.
just disappointed.
Bit of lifting there in that tackle.
It looked like it, but we're playing on. Moaga again.
He's got great.
I don't know what he did at London, and I don't know whether he coated himself completely. And Moaga, the other Moaga is doing it as well. But they're away again. Woodland
Oh, no.
steps into touch, and then a massive hit from Cargie in front of the Woodville faithful.
A late hit, though.
Settle down.
jeez.
Come on, mate.
I thought Tristan's pulled it back to something back here anyway.
Has he gone the lift? I mean, if
Is that cardable?
he signals it, yeah. So this is your late one. Nah, it's committed. It's fine. Yep, someone's going. I think it's the number 3. I think it was Monda.
Yeah, Hadley, yeah. He's not happy about it, but guess what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. If you signal that, if you signal that, then yes, he's got to go. Can I just say it's the first lifting tackle we've seen on on a broadcast for a while,
Quick tap.
and we get he's been doing it all day from behind us.
That's what local rugby's all about.
Yeah. Should be the motto of rugby union in South Australia.
That's right.
Elizabeth lost confidence in their line out, going for the quick tap again.
I don't know why. Well, Hyam is down and not moved.
I know.
Just keep an eye on Jason as they get out onto this near side, and he's bundled into touch. Now he's okay. He has moved, but on comes the trainer.
The Woodies boys are all over. They've seen something. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, he's not right.
Are the Woodville people pointing? I can't see anything in that one.
All the
Let's
jokes.
see whether he can get it started again. Oh, yeah.
And they won't.
Of course.
And he wouldn't stay down unless he was
No,
actually something serious going on.
He is
So
a
hopefully he
big,
gets up and plays on.
tough South African. Is Jason. We might see whether we can see that again.
Seems to be his neck that he's holding there.
Yeah.
And he didn't move
No, he
for a
didn't
while.
little bit there. Come on, mate, up you get.
He's a tough unit.
See whether we can get back. Let's have a look and see whether there's anything in it.
Head into the knee.
Is that it?
Is that it? There's nothing that
Maybe
comes
something in the ruck, like you say,
after?
like a. He's not going off, is he? No, he's playing on.
No, let's see. I think he's just got his head in the wrong position in this one. There.
Yeah.
Bit of a whack.
Well,
That's
yeah,
good.
because that's the position we found him in.
Yeah.
So I think he's just got his head in the wrong position when he's gone into Tommy Price. There's nothing malicious in that one.
No, he's
Nothing
all
in
right.
it.
Boys are just shaking hands now. Looks like exactly what happened.
Yeah, the sighting committee can stand down. Stand down. Good line-out again from Woodville. The variation in the line-out from both these teams.
He's having a run again.
Coggy's on his way.
Good game.
Oh,
Well
there's
done.
1 and 2 and 3. And the offload doesn't quite go to hand.
See what Joshy Peters lucky not to give away a penalty there.
That was
Tapped the
deliberate.
ball on with his hand. You cannot do that.
No. Deliberately out there.
Smart player, Joshy, though. He gets
Oh, he
away
is
with
that.
stuff like that.
He is that.
Not allowing them to go quickly. But yeah, deliberately playing it into touch is a penalty. But the whistle had gone, so I think after the whistle,
yeah,
it's
maybe.
only really.
Oh, look, it's only a penalty if you get caught, right?
Well, yeah, that's also true. But I think it's only serious foul play after the whistle. I think. Could be wrong. I'm sure your dad will.
Yeah, he could jump on board now. See what he says.
Phil, if we can put the fishing rod down and
Yeah.
Tom having a pointed conversation with Jacob Parry, the captain, in earshot of the referee. And a knowing grin from Tom.
if you
Love
wouldn't
the chat.
mind.
He's got a new prop. This is the third one of the day for Tom.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, and
too.
he's folded
out.
him in
He has got
half.
him.
Get it out. Well done. Did well there to
Yeah,
get it
the
out.
arm's out. So advantage to Elizabeth into midfield.
Louise makes meters.
Oh, he's lost his feet, and you can't go at it. Whiten into midfield. Tico Dua. Can't quite find a way through. They're away
Straight
again.
boys.
Whiten. Now they've got space out here.
Wait,
Moaga
wait, yes.
gives the pass. They're away. They're in.
Try.
Lemecki
Out
will
very
score
wide.
on this near side.
It's going to be a huge kick.
It's a very big kick, but they've got to start pegging them back.
Space was there and they got it. Got the ball out there, so good on them. He was on.
No, I tell you what, I mean, poor Sammy. That's from a winger point of view.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a worse combination running at you? I think does he nearly get? No, he doesn't nearly get him. Covering tackle nearly comes across, but yeah, he's been hung out to dry as poor Sammy at that point. But and that was really interesting. We talked about tempo. We talked about Port Adelaide a couple of weeks ago, able to play at the tempo that they want to play at. And both of these sides now seem to have a little bit of a rest and just calm things down for the last 5-10 minutes. And then Elizabeth fixed it, and that's on its way and just pushes in front.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to complain, then that's not rugby union crowds. Respect the kicker. I think one of the darkest days in my rugby career was when I saw that on the billboards in Twickenham. If we're having to say it, then something's gone wrong.
Corey Underhill commented there.
Corey.
Corey, remember Corey, the
greatest
the try
celebration
scorer
of all time.
against Woodville in the grand final.
The greatest try celebration of all time. Moaga will send it infield, and now Tico Dua. Oh, he's managed to get away from a couple. Peters will get him down.
Good hard
Higher,
there.
not higher Moaga.
Oh, good
Now
ball.
the offload. Can they get away? They
beautiful.
can't get away. Scully.
Go, Dylan.
It's now a
Go,
foot
Dylan.
race for Scully.
Go, Dylan.
Scully with the head
gonna
bump
make
for the
it.
corner.
He's out wide though.
Scully will get there.
It's going to be an even
He
bigger kick.
certainly had the ability to come nearer, but I think he'd run hard enough.
Where's the theatre in that, though?
He was giving it the marathon run ahead, Bob, from about 30 out. That's okay. This is a good ball, and he's away.
Reminds me of Sam Stewart scoring a try against us with last year, running 60 out.
It's all momentum. Look at the head bob go
Yeah,
from about
look.
30 out.
Get there, son.
Go! Ladies, that's not slow motion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's done well.
He has done well. Can we get him some up-to-date rugby shots, Josh? Can we?
Yeah. He normally plays in the sort of more the centre sort of position.
Oh,
Scully,
that's an
so
impressive
yeah,
finished. He could have wobbled his heads under the post. I don't disagree with you. I'm just trying to see, there is absolutely nobody coming across.
No.
He could have come under the post.
He's buggered.
He was, I
He
think.
was buggered.
That's the medical term.
Yeah.
1 point in it. And I've just realised we're about 76 minutes gone on the Wojtek scoreboard. That's absolutely flown by. I had no idea. We are set for an absolute grandstand
Here we
finish.
go.
4 minutes to go.
Deep
That's
kick.
a good kick from Adcock into the sun. They've done well to take it, though. Peters, good. Dickinson trying to find something. Peters again. Is the time for exit plays done? What's Whiten going to do? He is going to exit.
Oh,
Just
low kick.
Oh, there's a penalty there.
Yeah.
High. Yep, that's what he's gone. I tell you what, he wasn't far off getting that charge down either. So they need faith in the line out now. Not the greatest kick that we've seen from Whiten.
Good game. What is that, 15 metres? Tops?
Talking about being smart, Joshy Peters taking an 8. Just trying to take a little bit of momentum out of the game for Elizabeth. I tell you what, he is one of the greatest rugby IQs I've known, Josh Peters. Really good rugby IQ.
To be honest, though, the breather for the Lizzie boys might do them good as well. Would the ref stop his clock? Is this injury
Yeah,
time?
he would, but I think it's just about taking a little bit of a,
Slow the game down.
momentum.
icing the kicker.
Yeah.
Have they gone back to take the penalty again?
No, you can't
Well,
do
the ball's
surely.
over there. I don't know, maybe.
So you don't get a second dig, surely.
I think he's getting a second go.
Yeah.
He is getting a second go.
Oof.
Obviously something.
Not back 10 or something.
Maybe he was dealing with Josh while he took it, so the referee wasn't aware.
you like-
Oh, I tell you what, you'd want the first one.
Say, yeah.
Gatehouse. 50 metres to go. Gatehouse can't get away from Moaga. Oh, little bobble at the back.
He's got away with it.
He has, but Moaga's got it. Stolen. Whiten. Oh,
The chance. Now,
they're away.
Out. Oh,
Tika
it was on
Dua
out.
takes on a couple. He's got plenty of support though, so they should be fine. They've come short side again. Campagna.
He's got to have that.
Yeah.
He's got away with that. Laying eggs.
And the knock on will go Woodville's way.
Oh.
On out wide there by Elizabeth. That's when the turnover happens. Get a few passes happening. Get it out
They
wide.
just all got a bit excited, didn't they, really? Trying to do too much, Dickinson. Fired it at this fired it at the legs of Woodland. So this is the biggest scrum of the day for these two sides. This is the time that Woodville need to stand strong.
Yeah, you wanna lock
And
this
if there was
down.
ever a time for, because the last scrum would suggest that Elizabeth were in all sorts of trouble. Folded in half last time.
Maxi's going to run, surely.
Oh dear, straight down and in. There is nobody to blame
No.
but Lemecki for that.
Is he all right? Oh, yeah, no, he's good.
If he's ended up in that position, he's done that. He was folded in half last time and ended up in the air, so I don't blame him for not wanting to do that again. Here's the other prop over
Problem
that.
is, though, it's burning time for all of them. And Hasl's back on the field, so Woody's back to 15 men.
Yeah, they have to go. We are in red time. How much of it there is, we don't know. Good scrum from Woodville. Oh, no! Rush
It's a
of
free
blood
kick.
for Vuata.
It's a free
For the
kick.
free kick. We'll give Vuata the benefit of the
Have
doubt.
another scrum, surely. Have another
They're
scrum,
strong
wouldn't
at
you?
the moment. I mean,
You'd reckon?
It's chew up time.
Yep.
yeah, they've asked for the scrum.
They have, good. This time, let's not pass it straight out on the sideline. Thanks.
I will give Vuata the benefit of the doubt
Oh,
and say
mate.
that he knew that.
You're a more
He
faithful man than I.
he knew it was a free play. So there's the discipline at these scrums, and I think that's just come from it being very, very competitive. There's a lot of free kicks and penalties coming from it at the moment, but I think that's just because two very, very decent front rows.
How low is that?
Honestly,
Side head?
I walked past him before the game, and he is
It's like a wombat.
solid.
Yeah,
build.
built to the ground, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, Adcock gets to the 22. Looks for support. You can't have two bites at
Turned
it.
over. Well done.
Can't have two bites at it.
That's about it. Shot for goal, you reckon?
I
Yep.
would hope so.
Wind it down.
You would think it would be, but the shot for goal will put them 4 points in front. We will probably restart. He had two bites at it, unfortunately, and he knew it as well, didn't he? As soon as he stood up at the back.
Rookie running the old kicking tee out, coming way too quick for my liking. There's absolutely no rush, mate.
And again, that's probably something you would only ever get in community rugby. That's the A-grade coach, isn't it?
He's one of the A-grade coaches.
One
yep.
of the A-grade
Absolutely.
coaches. Yeah, you'd only get that
Yeah.
in community rugby.
Absolutely.
He fires that one through.
Going back
So-
halfway, here we go.
Big kick here. Need to get
Now
this
we
ball
could
back.
have.
Big chase. Feel like yelling out to them.
There is a lot on this kickoff. There is a
So where do they go?
huge amount on this kickoff.
He's work. Old mate's talking, top knot's talking about how much time we got. Or,
He's the captain, so he's having a chat.
that's all right, he's allowed to,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
It'd just be interesting. Like,
Yeah,
you go,
yeah,
you
he's
go deep
asking
and
the,
try
he's
and
asking
force
the
a-
question about why that wasn't just a clear release and a go. He had hands on the ball, then let go, and then went again. You can't do that. So the penalty's already committed if he hasn't released it before there. But here we go. He's driven it.
Get there. Over now.
It's
they
just
secured
about possession now for Woodville. Don't give the ball away.
Ball over.
It goes into touch. And that will do
That was
us.
a good game.
Absolutely barnstorming game between Woodville and Elizabeth. And Elizabeth just falls short. And Woodville, I talked to their coach beforehand. These are the games that they have to win.
Absolutely.
Bonus point for Elizabeth for less than 7, so it's not
Yeah,
all
yeah,
bad.
that's good, yeah. And compared to last year, that's huge for us. So we're happy. That's still
That
fine.
was a great game of rugby.
Yeah.
Really good
Love-
game of
love-
rugby.
Yep.
Really pleased with it. Again, when I came, I didn't expect what we've just seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was 80 minutes of Very, very, very good rugby. Very impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, my name has been Dave Webb. I was joined by Greg and Josh today. As I said before, I'm working shift, so if you fancy having a go at doing what we're doing, then get in touch with Rugby Union SA. Ladies and gentlemen, from a beautiful Glen Eagles Reserve, my name has been Dave Webb. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.